In this video, we will discuss problems on softening process. Before watching this video, you should be before watching this video, you go and watch my video in coagulation chapter. Before starting the problems on coagulation chapter, I explained some chemistry that you should go through that, and after that come to the problems on softening process. Okay. Now again, to discuss the problems on softening process, we should again go back and learn the chemistry of hardness in the water. Chemistry behind the hardness of the water. That is in the second module. Okay, now I don't have any video on second module. Therefore, here only I explained that the hard chemistry behind the hardness of water. After understanding the chemistry behind the hardness of the water, we will go and solve problems on softening process. Here is the understanding chemistry of hardness. Okay. To understand chemistry of hardness, here two terms we always discuss. One is alkalinity and the second one is hardness. First we'll see what is alkalinity. Alkalinity chemistry says this is a compound with bicarbonate, carbonate and hydroxide. Bicarbonate is HCO3, carbonate CO3 and hydroxide OH. And this is alkalinity. But these compounds, bicarbonate, carbonate and hydroxyl, independently they don't be there in the water. They will mix with some other elements and they will be present. For example, Ca, Mg and Na, calcium, magnesium and sodium. Means here what I want to say is calcium bicarbonate is alkalinity, calcium carbonate is alkalinity, calcium hydroxide is alkalinity. Like that, magnesium bicarbonate, magnesium carbonate, magnesium hydroxide, sodium bicarbonate, sodium carbonate, sodium hydroxide. These are alkalinity. Okay, here you may have another list also, but for the present study I considered calcium, magnesium, sodium. Here you can have even potassium and some other also, but I considered three here. Okay, now this is all about alkalinity. Now coming to hardness. Now one more thing. If water, normally water's pH will be 6 to 8. It will be in between 6 and 8. Okay, na? Then what happens? If water pH is 6, then pOH concentration will be -8 and concentration will be 10 to the power of -8. Means OH can be negligible. If pH value of water is 8, then OH concentration will be 10 to the power of -6, again negligible. Therefore, if the water has a pH value in between 6 and 8, then this OH concentration in alkalinity is negligible. Therefore, we'll remove that one. In our topic, whenever I say alkalinity is always due to bicarbonate and carbonate with these elements. Okay, now coming to hardness. This is a hardness, we will call it the total hardness, but total hardness, it is divided into two parts, that is a carbonate hardness and non-carbonate hardness. This carbonate hardness you call it as a temporary hardness and non-carbonate hardness you call it as a permanent hardness. Now hardness is always due to calcium and magnesium. If calcium and magnesium combined with some other chemical compounds which I explain here, that is called as hardness. Now let us see in our carbonate hardness what elements will come. That is your bicarbonate and carbonate. Now see here, calcium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate are temporary hardness, and magnesium bicarbonate, magnesium carbonate are also temporary hardness. Now permanent hardness or non-carbonate hardness or NCH is calcium sulfate or calcium chloride, like that magnesium sulfate or magnesium chloride. This is your permanent hardness. Okay, now if water doesn't consist sodium, in the water if you don't have any element sodium, then what happens? This alkalinity due to sodium will not be present. Understood? Very simple. If sodium is not there, then the alkalinity due to sodium will not be present. In this case, you can see here CaMgHCO3CO3. CaMgHCO3CO3 means what? This diagram and this diagram looks same. Therefore, I can say alkalinity equal to carbonate hardness. Okay na? If sodium is absent, then alkalinity and temporary hardness both are same. Okay, now we'll know something about reaction, that is a sodium and permanent hardness reactions. Whenever water has a sodium and non-carbonate hardness, think that the water has both sodium and non-carbonate hardness, then what happens? Then sodium will be always having a great affinity with respect to sulfate and chlorine. Therefore, when sodium and permanent hardness both are present in the water, then the sodium reacts with the sulfate and sodium reacts with the chloride and they form a compound. Then when these two form a compound, then you can say that this permanent hardness is dissolved. Then this Ca and Mg, they will make a friendship with the bicarbonate and carbonate. Okay, it means that these two friends are there here, these two friends are there here, and here if this sodium is also there in the group and permanent hardness is also there in the group, then Na always makes a friendship with the SO4 and Cl2. Therefore this friendship got broken and this friendship is also got broken. Then you will get Ca and Mg with the HCO3 and CO3. Ca, Mg, HCO3, CO3 means what? This one here we wrote here something that you will get. It is simple that if a sodium is present in water and permanent hardness is also present in water, means permanent hardness will dissolve and it converts into temporary hardness and sodium alkalinity will dissolve and sodium compounds you will get it. Understood? Okay, this is about these two. The conclusion is, if sodium is present, if permanent hardness is present, then alkalinity due to sodium will be absent. Understood? Vice versa I cannot tell. Okay, if permanent hardness is present, then alkalinity due to sodium will be not possible. Okay, now see, we'll come back to the original figure. Now everything is there here except OH, because we are discussing for water 6 to 8, OH is gone. Okay, now we'll consider one possibility, that if sodium is present in water and NCH is absent in water. What is that? Sodium, this is present in water, sodium, not sodium only, sodium alkalinity is present in water and NCH is absent in water. This is absent, means what? What conclusion you can draw? Think. Here the conclusion is alkalinity will be more than the carbonate, this one, right? Or otherwise I will tell you this way, carbonate hardness and total hardness both are equal. One conclusion. If permanent hardness is not there, then temporary hardness and total hardness both are equal. Okay, now these compounds you are seeing here also. Now alkalinity and carbonate hardness both are not equal, then which is maximum? This is maximum, because here sodium is there, here nothing. Therefore one conclusion I can draw is alkalinity is greater than carbonate hardness. Is that the case? If sodium alkalinity is present and NCH is absent, then alkalinity will be greater than CH. Then another conclusion is what? TH, total hardness and carbonate hardness both are equal. Then what about this NCH? NCH is 0. This is one possibility. Okay. The second possibility is, if NCH is present in water, this NCH is present in water, then alkalinity due to sodium will be absent in water. This, even though if it is present, if this comes, this disappears. Sodium due to alkalinity goes away. Understood? Then alkalinity due to sodium will be absent in water. Then what is the conclusion? Okay, I will click this now. This is gone. Okay, now alkalinity due to this is gone. Then what is the conclusion? Conclusion is alkalinity and temporary hardness are same. Alkalinity and temporary hardness is same. Then another conclusion is total hardness is plus of these two, sum of these two. Okay, this is all about chemistry behind the hardness. If we know this one, then only we can go to the problems and solve the problems. I'll consider the first problem. Now we will solve one problem, okay, on softening. See, this is the problem. Compute the quantity of lime and soda required. Okay, for softening, lime and soda we use it in lime soda process. To soften raw water containing alkalinity of 220 mg per liter, hardness as CaCl2 40 mg per liter and MgSO4 60 mg per liter, full stop. Water required to be treated is 1 million liter. Okay, now first we will understand the problem. Previous section I explained, that figure only I draw here. This is what that figure, it is already explained. Now see, in alkalinity, because here they concentrated on alkalinity of 220 mg per liter as CaCO3. Therefore here alkalinity is there and we are talking about water, therefore OH is negligible, that I remove from the diagram. Okay, now then in previous section it is also already discussed that whenever permanent hardness is there, see this is a permanent hardness, this is a permanent hardness. See here, CaCl2 MgSO4 is a permanent hardness. Therefore whenever permanent hardness is there, then there won't be any sodium alkalinity or alkalinity due to sodium. This is absent because permanent hardness is there. Therefore I remove that also. When I remove this, then I will come to this one. Then I got actual meaning of alkalinity 220 mg per liter. It means this is, they did not specifically mentioned which type of alkalinity it is, but they only mentioned 220. Therefore I write that 220 mg per liter here as CaCO3. This you got. Now CaMg HCO3 CO3, CaMg HCO3 CO3 means this is what? A carbonate hardness. Here you can see alkalinity hardness equal to carbonate hardness for this particular problem. This conclusion we got. Now this is equal to what? Alkalinity equal to 220 mg per liter. It is very interesting. They give alkalinity in the problem, but by understanding the previous section, I made it as 220 mg per liter is nothing but temporary hardness. They give it as alkalinity, but I consider it as a temporary hardness. Very interesting. And after that we have permanent hardness CaCl2 and permanent hardness MgSO4. Okay, now this is what we understood. Conclusions drawn from the problem. Now we will go to solve the problem. We should know first lime soda process, how it works and what are the reactions in the lime soda process. Okay, see here, a carbonate hardness, temporary hardness, if we add lime to that one, it will give some whatever the reaction, but ultimately the water will be softened. Means carbonate hardness or temporary hardness can be removed only by adding the lime. Means lime is required, but lime, this is a hydrated lime. Actually in the problem always they ask to calculate quick lime. Therefore this hydrated lime is got by this reaction, that is CaO plus H2O, quick lime, water is added, then hydrated lime you got. You can say that for every carbonate hardness, to remove every carbonate hardness, you required 1 mole of CaO. Understood? Then this molecular weight and gram weight we need to convert. This I explained in coagulation chapter, that chemistry. Okay, and that we can draw like 100 mg per liter of CaCO3. Every 100 mg per liter of CaCO3 requires 56 mg per liter of CaO. How we got this 156? This 156 not given in the problem. Understood? You should remember that. How? This Ca, calcium, its molecular weight is a 40, carbon it's a 12, and oxygen is a 16, and 3 oxygens are there. 3 into 16 is 48. 48 plus 12 is a 60. 60 plus 40 is a 100. Therefore we got 100 mg per liter of CaCO3 always requires 56 mg per liter of CaO. Then what is this 56? Ca, calcium, is a 40 mg, 40 molecular weight mass, and oxygen 16. 40 plus 16 is 56. This way we need to write this one. How to write and all the molecular mass of different chemical elements explained in the coagulation chapter. Now for every 100 mg per liter of CaCO3 it requires 56 mg per liter of CaO. Then we have 220 mg per liter of CaCO3. For that x mg per liter is required. Cross multiplication you will get a result x equal to 123.2 mg per liter of CaO for this problem. Understood? We got a lime here. Then coming to the next one, I don't see now I will come to MgSO4. Okay, how to soften this MgSO4, how to remove this MgSO4. For that, in previous video in lime soda process, this slide I shared and even I explained. Here in this one you can see the hardness due to Mg are listed: MgHCO, HCO3, MgCO3, MgCl2, MgSO4. But in our problem we have MgSO4. Therefore I use this equation only. I use this equation only. See here, MgSO4 is mixed with lime and we got something here. Means for every MgSO4 we want lime. But this lime is also again depending on CaO. Means for MgSO4 we want CaO. Okay now? Now coming to the problem, here I will write 120 mg per liter of MgSO4 requires 56 mg per liter of CaO. This 120 how you got? You need to go back and study that Mg molecular mass, sulfate molecular mass, oxygen molecular mass 4 times, that you will get 120. Then 120 mg per liter of MgSO4 requires 56 mg per liter of CaO. Then we have here 60 mg per liter, therefore it requires X. Then X will be calculated, it will be 28 mg per liter of CaO. Okay, now are we removed MgSO4 completely, or SO4 permanent hardness due to SO4 is removed completely? No, we did not. We'll go back and see the equation once again. MgSO4 was there and lime was added to remove MgSO4, of course, but in the result we got CaSO4. This is also permanent hardness. This is also permanent hardness. To remove this permanent hardness we added a lime, but we didn't remove any permanent hardness. We got one more in other form permanent hardness. This permanent, to remove this permanent hardness we require soda. Indirectly, to remove MgSO4 completely we require lime and soda both. For MgSO4 how much we had? We had a 60 mg per liter MgSO4. For that how much lime is required we determined in previous slide. This much 28 mg per liter lime was required, we determined. Now to remove this MgSO4 even we require soda also. This soda how much we require? That here 120 mg per liter of MgSO4 requires 106 mg per liter of Na2 soda. Understood? This 106 how you got? Again you need to calculate this. Then we have in the problem 60 mg per liter. Therefore 60 mg per liter of MgSO4 to remove this one we want X mg per liter of soda. Then it will work as 53 mg per liter of soda. Understood? Now MgSO4 is completely removed. Come back to the problem. In the problem MgSO4 completely removed and 220 mg per liter, this temporary hardness is also removed. Now the turn is CaCl2. This reaction again we studied in lime soda process. CaCl2 will mix with soda and it will give CaCl3 and NaCl. Now for every CaCl2 we want soda. molecular conversions will be CaCl2 will be 110. Okay, 110 mg per liter of CaCl2 requires 106 mg per liter of soda. Then we have 40 mg per liter of CaCl2. Understood? Then X is required. Then X will be 38.6 mg per liter soda. Okay. Then what is the conclusion? What are the complete result? That is so lime required is 123.2 for the first reaction. To remove this CH we require 123.2, and lime required for to remove MgSO4 is 28 mg per liter. Together it is 151.2 mg per liter lime required. Then coming to for 1 mld it is simply 151.2 kg per kg lime. Understood? 1 mld 1 into 10 raised to 6, and mg you convert it into kg, 10 raised to minus 6. Therefore minus 6 plus 6 cancels, just you will multiply 1 to that, you will get 151.2 kg per kg lime. Like that, for soda we require 53 mg per liter to remove MgSO4, and soda required for required 38.6 to remove CaCl2. Then total will be 91.6 mg per liter soda. Then for 1 mld it is 91.6 kg soda. This is what the result of the conclusion of this problem. Thank you. Now we will discuss second problem. See here, the analysis of hard water shows the following composition. Hard water, okay, free carbon dioxide 3 mg per liter, alkalinity 68 mg per liter, non-carbonate hardness 92 mg per liter, total magnesium 50 mg per liter. Assume that it is possible to remove all but 35 mg per liter of carbonate hardness with lime, and that the treated water is to have total hardness of 80 mg per liter. Determine the amount of hydrated lime and soda required for treatment of 1 mld water supply. First we need to understand this problem very clearly, then only you can solve this one. This is very interesting problem. Okay, now in understanding, see, this is a treatment plant or treatment unit where you are removing hardness. Here raw water comes and here a treated water goes out, right? Now see the problem. These all informations are given with respect to raw water, right? Now assume that it is possible to remove all. Here he said that all, it is possible to remove all, but 35 mg per liter of carbonate hardness with lime. Here but means we can remove all, but 35 means 35 is not removed, means in your exit, in your treated water you will observe 35 mg per liter of carbonate hardness. It is not removed. Understood? Now that the treated water is to have total hardness 80 mg per liter. Here this is 35 mg per liter CH, it is not removed, but in the second sentence it says that total hardness is 80 mg per liter. Okay, total. Then if it is a temporary hardness, this is the total hardness, then what will be the non-carbonate hardness or permanent hardness? That is this minus this, that is your 45 mg per liter. It is clear. Determine the amount of hydrated lime. Hydrated lime it is asked. In previous problem they didn't mention, therefore we considered quick lime, but here it is mentioned hydrated lime. We will calculate for hydrated lime. And soda required to treat 1 mld of water. This we will see at the end of the problem. Now you came to know that 35, 80 and 45, how you got these values. Now from this table you can write a CH, this is the carbonate hardness. Go to the theory and study that one. You will come to know that when non-carbonate hardness is present, then alkalinity will be equal to carbonate hardness. Understood? When non-carbonate hardness is present, then sodium alkalinity will be absent. Therefore the alkalinity whatever it is present, that will be equal to carbonate hardness. Therefore, this 68 I will write it as a temporary hardness. Understood? Now, here it is directly given non-carbonate hardness 92, that I will write here in the raw water. Then CH coming to here, 68 mg per liter temporary hardness is there. In treated water we are observing 35 mg per liter, means in the plant we are removing 33 mg per liter. That is 68 minus 35 is 33. The same way NCH we are observing in treated water 45, in raw water we are observing 92, means in the plant we are going to remove 47 mg per liter. Okay na? Then lime and soda required we need to calculate for this quantity only. We will not remove all the hardness present here. We are removing hardness which is there in this blue color. Understood? Now that whatever I explained, I wrote, you can write it in these sentences. Total hardness to be left 80 mg per liter, to be left. Carbonate hardness to be left 35 mg per liter. Non-carbonate hardness to be left, that is your 45 mg per liter. Non-carbonate hardness of the raw water 92 mg per liter. Non-carbonate hardness to be removed is 47 mg per liter. Carbonate hardness to be removed 33 mg per liter. Okay na? This is what it is written. Now coming to lime required to remove, where all the lime will be required. See, lime is required to remove Mg, lime is required to remove CO2 also, because in raw water they have given these two concentration also, and lime is also required to remove CH, carbonate hardness. Therefore lime quantity is required to remove these three. The same way soda is required to remove only non-carbonate hardness, that is 47 mg per liter. Okay na? Now you came to know that where all lime will be required and where all soda is required. Okay na? Now lime required to remove carbonate hardness, that is CH, you will calculate it this way. 100 mg, every 100 mg of CaCO3 requires 74 mg per liter of CaOH twice. And 74 how you got? Ca40, OH 17, 17 into 2 plus 40 is a 74. Then this is 100 Ca plus CO3, that is your 100. 100 CaCO3, 100 mg per liter CaCO3 requires 74 mg per liter of CaOH. Means in our water 33 mg per liter of CaCO3 we need to remove. Therefore how much it requires? X. Then X you calculate 24.42 mg per liter of CaOH twice. Now lime required to remove Mg. For Mg it works like 24 mg per liter of Mg requires 74 mg per liter of CaOH twice. Then we have in the water 15 mg per liter of Mg, that requires X. That X will be 46.25 mg per liter of CaOH twice. Now lime required to remove CO2. Then CO2, carbon and oxygen 2 times, that is 44 mg per liter of CO2 requires 74 mg per liter of CaOH twice. Then we have a 3 mg per liter of CO2, that requires X. Then X will be 5.045 mg per liter of CaOH twice. Okay. Total lime required will be 75.71. Add all this, then you will get 75.715 mg per liter of CaOH twice. Then for 1 mld, then 75.75 kg per day. This mg and million get cancels, therefore 75.715 kg per day of lime is required. This is a total. Now coming to soda required to remove non-carbonate hardness. See here, non-carbonate hardness, it is not mentioned which type it is. That is whether it is MgSO4 or MgCl2 or CaSO4 or CaCl2, we don't know. But it is directly given as a non-carbonate hardness. Therefore, of course, all the hardness will be expressed in terms of CaCO3 only. Therefore, I will consider this soda required in terms of CaCO3 only. Therefore, 100 mg per liter of non-carbonate hardness as CaCO3 requires 106 mg per liter of soda. Therefore, we have to remove 47 mg per liter of CaCO3, that requires X. Then X will be 49.8 mg per liter of soda. Now, then we require only here only. Then soda total is 49.8 mg per liter of soda. Then for 1 mld, simply it is a 49.8 kg per day of soda. Therefore you got it. Now we'll go to the next problem. Now dear friends, here you look at in the problem, in every problem, in all the problem you go, the problems are very easy. When the problem is given here, you need to understand the problem, what we need to calculate, how we need to calculate. See, here only you need to spend a lot of time, and coming to the next slide, here you need to spend a lot of time. That is, lime is required where and where, and soda is required where and where. Okay, that you need to concentrate. After that, this is just a cross multiplication, you will get it. Okay, these all steps are very easy. Now coming to the third problem, calculate annual cost of slaked lime and soda for treating 70,000 liters of water. Here 1 ml is not given, 70,000 liter of water is given. 70,000 liter means 0.07 mld. If water contains following impurities: CaCO3 280 ppm, ppm means mg per liter, NaCl 35, MgHCO3 twice 100, CaSO4 110, MgSO4 80, MgCl2 138, Fe2O3 55, SiO2 40. Purity of slaked lime is 85% and that of the soda is 100%. Slaked lime costs 80 rupees per quintal and soda costs 400 rupees per quintal. Okay. Now look at here. This problem belongs to softening. Softening means we need to remove hardness. Okay, now you can see here this NaCl is not a compound which causes a hardness. Therefore, in lime soda process, NaCl will not come into picture, and in this data it is extra given. Ignore this NaCl 35 mg ppm. Ignore this statement. Then Fe2O3 and SiO2, again these two will not cause any hardness in the water, and we are not going to remove them by lime soda process. Therefore ignore these two also. Coming to CaCO3 is a temporary hardness, MgHCO3 temporary hardness, CaSO4 permanent hardness, MgSO4 permanent hardness, MgCl2 permanent hardness. Okay, these we need to remove. This I will explain. 85% means what later. Means we need to remove all this. Now where lime is required, where soda is required, that we need to think. CaCO3, MgHCO3, MgSO4, MgCl2, these red compounds, to remove these red compounds we require lime. Understood? Now where soda is required, then soda is required to remove CaSO4, MgSO4, MgCl2. Very important. When you come to MgSO4, first it reacts with the lime and it will give one compound. That compound again react with the soda, then only you can remove permanent hardness. Means to remove permanent hardness due to MgSO4, you require both lime and soda. To remove this MgCl2 hardness due to MgCl2, you require both lime and soda. Okay, to remove this CaSO4 you require only soda, and to remove MgHCO3 twice you require only lime. Okay, these things you should know. Okay, or otherwise in lime soda process the equations very simple, they are just write it 2 to 3 times, you will come to know. Okay, now you came to know where lime is required, where soda is required. Coming to lime calculation, lime required to react with CaCO3. Okay, for CaCO3 it is required. How much CaCO3 is there? The molecular weight mass 100 ppm CaCO3 requires 74 ppm of lime. Therefore we have a 280 mg per liter of CaCO3, that requires x equal to this much. Then lime required to react with the MgHCO3 twice. See, the equations are very important in this process, in these calculations. Now see here, MgHCO3, to remove this one we add a lime. Okay, na? When we add a lime, this converts into temporary hardness of other form. Then to remove this one we again need to add lime. Okay na, means when MgHCO3 twice is there in the water, then lime requirement is 2 times. It is required in the first reaction and it requires in the second reaction. Therefore whenever MgCO3 comes, then you need to take 2 times lime. Understood? Therefore 146 mg per liter of MgHCO3 twice requires 2 into 74 times of lime. Then in water we have 100 mg per liter of this hardness. Therefore x equal to this. Now lime required to react with the MgCl2. For MgCl2, 96 mg per liter of MgCl2 requires 74 and 138 is there in the hard water. Therefore then x will be this much. Then lime required to react with the MgSO4. Here 120 mg per liter of MgSO4 requires 74 lime. Then 80 mg per liter which is there in the hard water requires x. Then x will be this much. Then we will add all the lime required in the previous slide. Then we will get a total 465.4 mg per liter of lime. Now for 0.07 mld, it is required 465.4 into 0.07. Then it will directly converts into kg per day of lime. Now since 85% of purities, means what is slake lime and what is pure lime? Pure lime is a chemical compound, that is a CaOH twice. Slake lime means here some other impurities are there. For example, I will give you an example of Mysore pak. In Mysore pak, sugar is there and Mysore pak is sweet also. Sugar is also sweet, Mysore pak is also sweet. But sugar is 100% sweet, but Mysore pak is about 80% sweet. Then what about rest 20%? We'll come to the same problem. Mysore pak is 85% sweet. Then what about 15% rest? That 15% rest is not sweet, it is your basin. Understood? Means if you want to take sugar from the, you go to that one shop and there you want to purchase 1 kg of sugar. This example I even explained in coagulation chapter also. Okay na? You go to shop and you purchase, you want 1 kg sugar, but that person says that in his shop there is no sugar stock. He offer you what Mysore pak. He says that I don't have a sugar, if you want you can take a Mysore pak. He says that in Mysore pak 85% sugar is there, go to your home and separate besan and sugar, you will get your sugar. Then you will think that it is a better idea, because in that village or in the town you don't have any other that shop selling sugar, therefore you don't have any option, you purchase the Mysore pak. Now how much kg Mysore pak you purchase? Question: you want 1 kg sugar, will you purchase 1 kg Mysore pak? If you purchase 1 kg Mysore pak, you will get only 850 gram of sugar. You will not get 1000 gram of sugar. Therefore you need to purchase more than 1 kg. Therefore that is what we calculated, divided by 0.85. Here the same way, pure lime we require 32.57 kg per day, but we don't have a pure lime, we have a slake lime. That slake lime is a 85% pure, therefore 32.557 divided by 0.85, we will get a 38.32 kg per day this lime. This is more than that na, because it is a slake impurity. Then after that, per year multiply 365 you will get, and this is a kg, converted it to quintal divided by 100, then per quintal cost is 80 rupees and the total cost is 11,200 rupees. Now coming to soda required to react with the MgCl2. Soda is required to react with MgCl2, and 95 mg per liter of MgCl2 requires 106 of soda, and 138 it is there in the raw water, that requires x is calculated. Then soda required to react with CaSO4, here 136 mg per liter of CaSO4 requires 106 mg per liter of soda, therefore 10 mg per liter of CaSO4 requires 10, where it is, this is there in the problem, this much requires 850.7. sorry, this CaSO4 is not 10, it is 110 given. 110 given, it is a typing mistake only here. Okay, not in the calculation, there is no mistake at all. You take it 110 and you will get 85.7. Then soda required to react for MgSO4 is 120, that is 120, every 120 mg per liter requires 106. Then in raw water we have 80 mg per liter, that requires x, then x equal to this. Then the total, add all of them, you will get a 310.4 mg per liter of soda. Then again for 0.0 mld you will get in terms of kg, and since soda is 100% pure, you will get directly soda, therefore you no need to divide it by anything. Then per year multiply 365, you will get in quintal, you will get in kg, divided by 100 you will get quintal. Then per quintal 400 rupees there, therefore total amount is 31,720 rupees. Then add both the cost, you will get 42,920 rupees per year annual cost for that treatment. Thank you. Problems are very easy, only thing is that you need to understand and you need to mug up the reactions, then only you will come to know. And these molecular weights of sodium, carbon, oxygen, and magnesium, these will be given in the question paper also sometimes. Okay, thank you.